Things are about to get a lot of spicy, baby. Paramount-Skydance is preparing a bid to purchase that of Warner Discovery. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go again, as Warner Brothers is about to have a new owner for the third time in the last 8 years. We have to talk about this, and I got to tell you guys why I feel that this could be the best case scenario for DC Studios. Now let me get in this kitchen and cook. This article is coming from comicbookmovie.com. If you're familiar with the 4KO, you would know that this is my preferred site to get my news from. So shout out to them for continuing to bring the noise. It is titled, Paramount-Skydance is preparing a bid to purchase Warner Brothers Discovery and DC Studios. Well, that is a given. You're not going to buy Warner Brothers and not include DC. It is the most valuable thing that the company owns. So if you're talking about buying Warner Brothers, you best believe DC is on the table. The Wall Street Journal has revealed that Paramount-Skydance is preparing to make a majority cash bid for Warner Brothers Discovery. The Ellison family is backing these plans, and shares of Warner Brothers have surged 30%. Paramount has increased by 7% since this news broke. Let's see where that stock stands at. Ooh, $16. Oh, that is trending up. That is pretty damn good. Now think about it. All these films that Warner Brothers has been having all of this success with, should I say with Superman success, none of them made the stock surge like this news. $16.40. Think about that. I've been reporting to you guys that the stock was like at $7, $8, even $9. This is nearly double since I have told you that. So yeah, many people seem to want this to happen, if you ask me. All right. It said that the bid will be for the entire company, including its cable networks like HBO and the Warner Brothers Pictures movie studio. DC Studios also falls under that umbrella, of course. This comes mere weeks after David Ellison's company Skydance bought Paramount Global. They bought Paramount Global? Skydance got that kind of money? I didn't know. For $8.4 billion. Oh man, where have I been? When did Skydance get this damn rich? I thought there was some straight to DVD movie studio. You know what I'm saying? I believe Solomon Kane was produced by that studio, but I did not know that they had enough money to buy Paramount and Warner Brothers. Hey, all right, let's see what he says here. What does this mean for DC Studios and the DCU? It's far too soon to say, but Paramount is lacking on big money franchises, and down the line, we can probably expect some Transformers, Justice League, comic book crossovers. Yeah, you may very well get that regarding this news, but don't give me that in film. I do not want to see a Justice League versus Transformers movie. I don't want to see that, okay, Paramount? If you do get this IP, don't go that route. Now, let me tell you why I feel that this is good for DC Studios. At this very moment, the direction of DC Studios is just not hitting like everyone hoped that it did. You know, like James Gunn, Peter Safran, David Salzar, it's not hitting like they thought that it was. They refuse to understand that DC doesn't have to have one version of itself. See, DC has been very successful with telling multiple stories across different timelines. You had the CW TV shows, you had that of what was that one? Doom Patrol on HBO Max. You know, you had TV shows that did not even have to touch other TV shows. They all just was able to exist on their own. You know what I'm saying? And right now, what DC is doing is going against that. It is trying to get all of its fans into one bubble, and it's not working out. They do not understand that DC has a variety, and it's there for a reason. As I told you before, 52 universes. They're all different flavors. And the regime at this very moment, they do not seem to understand that. They're so busy trying to chase Marvel, right? Because if you look at Marvel, for a while, it was one storyline. You know, they didn't have multiple storylines. And maybe they looked at that and said, hey, we need to do the same thing. But they took a lot of revenue away from themselves when they did that. That's right. When Gotham, all of that had to stop. My Avengers was Superman. What was the other one? Superman and Lois. When all of that stopped, you take away a lot of your revenue. And you come to a complete halt when it comes down to the money that is coming back to the studio. So with that being said, the regime at this very moment is incompetent when it comes down to DC, okay? Maybe Minecraft, not so much. Sinners, not so much. But when it comes to DC, it needs more competent people in charge. Those who can see the flaws from a mile away. Those who understands to listen to the fans. Those out there who are truly passionate about the work that they put out. Not people who's busy trying to give you a life story disguised as a superhero film. Okay? We don't need people like that in charge of DC. We need someone who has a vision. We need someone who actually would take DC seriously. And I feel that Paramount-Skydance can hire that person, because it's damn sure it's not that of James Gunn or Peter Safran. Hell to the no. Those guys are not even qualified to work on DC. Everything James Gunn has touched regarding the brand is trash. And it's a shame, because Peter Safran is going to stand right there and let him do it. It ain't cool. So, with this news, many people out there, as you can see, the stocks are rising. They agree that Warner Discovery needs a new direction. And Paramount-Skydance may very well be that new direction. Hopefully someone comes up in there and say, hey, what are we doing with DC? Why is it that we're celebrating a film making $600 million worldwide on a $225 million budget, and we paid $150 million for marketing? Why are we celebrating that? Well, we know damn well DC can do better. Better than just 700,000 people watching. Better than just 200,000 people watching. Better than just 900,000 people watching. See, right now, the brand has a limit. But if you put the right people in charge, the skies will be that limit. I'm your boy O. Hopefully you will watch this video all the way to the end of your bar that algorithm. If you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. Try to reach that big number of 100,000 subs. So I'll be highly appreciative if you help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. Then after you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to that platform. Hitting that notification bell certainly helps. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out with that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, let me know, what do you think of this news? Do you agree that Warner Brothers needs a new owner, and also DC needs a new direction? And always remember, let's let la bon temps rouler. That means let the good times roll. But let me know in the comments below.